My name is Bruce Jaworski. It's actually William Bruce Jaworski, but I go by Bruce. I was hired, my position is a facilities manager, which is a nice way to say maintenance guy. But John Sweeney thought facilities manager had a better ring to it. And for further growth of getting other employees to help me, because he had the vision and he could see it growing big and how that position needed to have a management position. And I thought that was really cool. I was hired in 2017. Let me get out my calculator. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. No. Really? No, that's 7 years. I was doing remodels, kitchens and baths, and we had gone through a hard time to the 2008 downturn in the economy, and I was looking to have somebody else do all the paperwork, and I was just going to do a job. Something I'm familiar with, but something different than what I was doing. I needed something different and something that paid a little bit more consistent basis, had other benefits with that, especially financial stuff. And I actually, through a friend of John's that I'd done some remodels for, I came to John, and he said, we was talking about doing a bathroom for him, and he said, wait a minute, you know how to do all these things? Because I know how to do everything. I mean, I'm not bragging because I'm not perfect at everything, but I know how to do electrical, I know how to do plumbing, I know how to talk to contractors, I know how to do all this stuff. And I got a lot of experience in that, 20 years of experience in that. So he says, he gave me basically a number that I liked, and I said, sure, I'm on. And I stopped my business and I came here. I've always liked gymnastics. I've never been in gymnastics, but I've had friends that were gymnasts, and I've always appreciated the art and the science. Plus, I'm with some other groups that we talk about coaching all the time. We talk about personal development. And this is the best place, I think, for personal development, in that it incorporates the physical and the mental. You know, the kids get taught focus and determination and persistence and everything that you need to be a quality citizen. And they learn that here. And I wanted that around me, because you're going to be your environment, and if you could choose your environment, this is a good choice. Actually, just this one, but each gym is a new adventure, a new thing, more things to learn, and every time there's a change, or when something goes wrong, there's more to learn. Well, employment ownership means everything. If I just get into this a little bit, I'm very entrepreneurial, and I think that I was raised in an entrepreneurial family, although everybody seems to have jobs too. When you're working for somebody else, you're kind of owned by them, and it's really hard for you to become self-owned. And self-ownership is being independent. When you get in a situation like this, where you actually can transition over from being a dependent person to an independent person, because you start thinking more like an owner. And little things are different in a job. You just don't show up, flip your hamburgers, and go home. You actually show up and care about what the next 20 years is going to look like, because you're an owner. And that's what's important. That's a big difference. To have ownership in a business like this Like nobody is the top dog, you know, you're not like under somebody's thumb all the time. And, but you have to be accountable. You have to be accountable to yourself, and you have to be accountable to your fellow workers too, that is the most important thing to learn while you're here as a coach or as an employee. And just as the team members are accountable to each other. I mean, gymnastics is an individual sport, but you're in a team, and you have to be accountable to team members. Do your best. You persevere for yourself. That's being an owner. But you persevere for yourself enables the team to grow. And if everybody's doing that, everybody will move. It's called leadership. Everybody will move forward together. Well, the benefits too is stock ownership. You know, when you have stock ownership and it does grow. When you're invested in a company, you really care about the company, you know? And, you know, I spread this name, and I could see this company growing, across the whole Puget Sound area. I don't see why not. You know, it has a good business model, and it has a really good direction and a lot of vision. The students, not just the coaches that become owners, but the students start thinking along the same lines. You know, you become who you associate with, or you become an amalgam of who you associate with. And the students, because, you know, they come here at 18 months or something like that, and they could leave, they go through, and a lot of them will become coaches, and they come into that culture, and if that culture talks about self-ownership all the time, every person can influence 1,000 people, 100 people in 1 year, 1,000 people in their lifetime. And if we could do that, if we can get more and more people to understand that, to actually live it in their minds of this self-ownership, it's not just helping the kids here, and it's not just helping the staff here, and it's not just helping our bottom line. What it's helping is the entire society, because once you become independent, you can become interdependent with other people who are independent. And I know that sounds really weird, but that's my deal. And I will shout that from the mountaintops. But that's what keeps society together. That's what bonds society. So, you know, we're doing a little thing here, but if everybody does a little thing, then the bigger picture is more solid, is better, and a better future for everybody.